Hello everyone, welcome to Dehya Prakashan Academy. Myself Samiksha, and today we will be covering the topic that is vocabulary for standard 3. This is unit number 2.1 vocabulary. So in this session what we are going to do is there will be a question which consists of 4 words. In that, 3 words will be related to each other or from the same group, but one word will be different. So we have to find out that which one word is different from that 4 words. Okay. So here it consists of 4 options. I just told you that 4 words means what? 4 options, out of which 3 options are related to specific element. Means 3 options will be in a group or related to them. Okay. Then now we have to find out the which one doesn't belongs to the group. Okay, which element doesn't belongs to the group. Okay. Now this is the example. Let's take one example so you can clearly understand what we are going to do in this lecture. Okay. So here green, blue, white and hat. Green, blue, white and hat. Now these are the 4 words given here. Okay, which are those? Green, blue, white and hat. Okay, so now here these 3 words, that is green, blue and white. Now these 3 words are colors. Okay, these 3 words are what? Colors. Now these 3 are colors, that is blue, green and white. But hat. Now hat is not the color, right? Hat is not the color. Hat is something thing. Okay, hat is something or just a thing that we wear. Okay, that we wear for protecting from the sun, right? From protecting from the sun. So which is different here? That is hat. Same. So same, we have to do this only in all the MCQs. Okay, in all the MCQs. Now let's start. Now the first MCQ, that is rose, lily, sunflower and tomato. Rose, lily, sunflower and tomato. Now here rose, lily, sunflower are the flowers, right? But tomato is the vegetable. So which option will you pick? So which is the different option here? That is the option number 4. That is the tomato. Okay. So you have to color the 4th option. Okay. Then next. So now we solve the first MCQ, right? We got the correct answer. In the same way, we have to solve all the MCQs, okay? All the questions. So next, that is cow, goat, hen and shirt. Cow, goat, hen and shirt. Now here, cow, goat and hen are the domestic animals. But fan is not a shirt is not the domestic animal, right? Shirt is a cloth which we wear. So which is the different? That is the shirt. Okay. The next, sun, moon, star, fan. Sun, moon, star and fan. So which is different here? Sun, moon, star are all the things related to the galaxy, related to the sky, right? But fan is not related to the sky or galaxy, right? So fan is different from all the 3 options. Okay. So we will color the fan. Then next, 1, 2, red and 3. 1, 2, red and 3. Now which is the different here? That is the red. That is the option 3. That is the red. Why? Because red is the color and remaining all are the numbers. Right? Remaining all are the numbers. So next, eyes, nose, hand, book. Eyes, nose, hand, book. Eyes, nose, hand, book. Now which is the different option here? Think here which is the different option. Now in this question, if you see in this question, if you see eyes, nose, hand are the parts of the body, but book is not a part of the body, right? Book is not the part of the body. So which is the different here? That is book. That is fourth one, that is book. Okay, so coloring the book. Then next, tiger, elephant and television. This is tiger, elephant and television. Tiger, elephant and television. Now here tiger, elephant and are the animals, right? But television is not animal, means TV is not animal, right? It is an electronic device. So you have to tick the option number 4, that is the different from all of the 3. Then next, sugar, salt, pepper and shirt. Sugar, salt, pepper and shirt. And what? And shirt. So here sugar, salt, pepper and shirt. Now sugar, salt and pepper are the things that we eat, right? Are the things that we eat. But shirt is the thing that we wear. So shirt is the different here. So coloring the fourth one. Then next, table, chair, bed, banana. Table, chair, bed, banana. Now here table, chair and bed are the type of furniture. Are the type of what? Furniture. But banana is a fruit. So banana is the different option here. Okay. Then next, rabbit, monkey, computer and dog. Rabbit, monkey, computer and what? Dog. So which is the option here? That is computer. That is computer. Why? Because rabbit, monkey and dog are the animals. Are the what? Animals. But computer is the electronic device. So we will choose the third option, that is computer. Then next, pencil, pen, eraser and braid. Pencil, pen, eraser and braid. Now here pencil, pen, eraser are the school stationery, right? But braid is not a school stationery. Braid is not a school stationery. So the option braid is different here. The option braid is different here. So we will take the option fourth one, that is the braid. Then next, apple, mango, grapes and potato. Apple, mango, grapes and potato. Now here apple, mango, grapes are the fruit, but potato is the vegetable. So which is the different here? That is the potato. So we will color the fourth circle. Okay. Then next, bus, train, bicycle and spoon. Bus, train, bicycle and spoon. Now here bus, train, bicycle are the things. What is bus, train and bicycle? Are vehicles. Now these three are the vehicles, but spoon is a thing. Okay. So you have to color the different one. So which is the different? That is a spoon. Okay. Then next, circle, square, rectangle, mango. Circle, square, rectangle, mango. Now here, which is the different? Which is the different? That is mango. That is the fourth one. That is mango. Why mango? Because circle, square and rectangle are the shapes. Are the what? Shapes. The next, doctor, nurse, teacher, watermelon. Doctor, nurse, teacher and watermelon. Now here, doctor, nurse and teacher are the occupations where people work, okay? Where people work and serve to the society. But watermelon is what? Fruit. Watermelon is what? Fruit. So which is the different here? That is the fourth one. That is the watermelon. That is watermelon. Okay. Then next, fans, light, table and banana. Fan, light, table and banana. Now fan, light and table are the things in the house, right? And banana is also a thing in the house, okay? But table, fan, so fan, light and table are the things we don't eat, and banana is a fruit that we eat, right? So which is the different option here? That is the banana. That is the fourth one. That is banana. Okay. Then next, red, blue, green and table. Red, blue, green and table. Now red, blue, green are the colors, right? But table is not the color. So which is the different option here? That is the table. That is the table. Okay. Then next, milk, juice, water, soap. Milk, juice, water and soap. Now which is the different here? Which is different here? That is the soap. Now why soap? Because milk, juice, water are the thing that we drink. These are the liquid that we drink, but we don't drink the soap, right? So soap is the different. Okay. Then next, shirt, pant, hat and apple. Shirt, pant, hat and apple. Now which is the different here? That is the apple. That is the apple. Now why apple is different? Because shirt, pant and hat are the things that we wear, right? Means a kind of clothes, but apple is a fruit. So apple doesn't belong to this group. Okay. Then next, that is ant, butterfly, chair and spider. Ant, butterfly, chair and spider. Now here, ant, butterfly, chair and spider. Ant, butterfly, chair and spider. Okay. Now in this, which is the different option? Which is the different option? That is the chair. That is the chair. Why chair? Because ant, butterfly, spider are the animals. Okay, are the living things, are the animal. But chair is not a living thing, right? Chair is not an animal. So you have to circle the third one, that is different from all of the three. Then next, knife, fork, spoon and ball. Knife, fork, spoon and ball. Now here, which is the different? That is the ball. Now why ball is different? Why ball is different? Because knife, fork and spoon are the tools that we use in kitchen, but ball we don't use in kitchen, right? So the different option is ball. Then next, shoes, socks, cap, juice. Shoes, socks, cap and juice. Now here shoes, socks, cap and juice. Okay. Now here shoes, socks, cap are the things that we wear. But juice is not a thing that we wear, right? So you have to fill the fourth circle. Okay. And then next, Monday, Tuesday, March and Friday. March and Friday. Now which is different here? Which is the different here? That is the option number 3. Option number 3, that is March. Why? Because Monday, Tuesday and Friday are the days of the week. But March is a month, right? So you have to fill the option number 3, which is different from others. Okay. Then next, football, cricket, chess and mirror. Football, cricket, chess and mirror. Now here which is the different? That is the mirror. That is the mirror. Why? Because remaining all the 3 are the games. Okay. The next, gold, silver, iron, orange. Now which is the different here? Which is the different here? That is the fourth one. That is the orange. That is the orange. Why orange? Because orange is a fruit or a color. But gold, silver and iron are the metals. Okay. The next, that is cat, dog, horse, pencil. Cat, dog, horse and pencil. Now which is the different? That is the pencil. That is the pencil. Okay. Okay. Why? Because these 3 are the animals. Pencil is not the animal. That's why pencil is the option. Okay. So we solved the homework questions also in the class. Okay, we had solved the homework questions also in the class. Okay. But if you want to redo it again, you can. Okay. So these are your homework questions. Okay, these are your homework questions. Now we solved it here, but you have to solve it once again in your houses. Okay. So let's check what we learned today. So which unit we are learning? We are learning 2.1, that is vocabulary. In that we learned means what is there in this session. Okay, we had seen that what is there in the session, then one example, and then we practice the MCQs. Then we practice some MCQs. Okay, so just take a look of these MCQs. This is first slide. Then this is your next slide. Then next. Then next. And this is your homework for today. Okay. This is what your homework for today. So I hope you all understand the concept of this vocabulary. Means the 2.1, the unit 2.1, which is your vocabulary, is based on this only. That in question there will be 4 options. In question there will be 4 words. From those 4 words you have to find out that which one is different and which 3 are similar. And which is the different one, you just have to figure it out and you have to correct it as a different one. Okay. So I hope you all understood. Thank you.